Alright, so in our planters up on the patio at this house, we have started planting perennial grasses instead of annual grasses into the planters so that we can move them out and use those grasses in the landscape year after year rather than have to continually just put money into something that is gone after one season. So here along this back wall, as you can see, it is very sunny, and so we're trying to convert what was pretty much a shady garden to a sun garden because we took out a tree. So it is much sunnier back here. So you can see all these grasses that are in here now used to be in the planters in the last 2 summers. So let's go over here. We mulch. Back here we just use Free City mulch. This is the back of the landscape. But whenever you want to dig a hole, you need to get the mulch out of the way so you're not putting soil right on it. So I just cleared this larger area with my foot, just scraping my foot along like this, getting the dirt. Okay, now I have my area. I have my pot. This is about as big as the pot that the grass came out of. So essentially, planting in Colorado is like container gardening. The soil is pretty compacted and it doesn't have a lot of organic matter by way of the natural landscape. And so whenever we plant, we want to totally replace the soil. So here I've dug a hole about the size of the pot, and I've put the soil from the hole into that pot. And now I'm going to set my plant right into the hole and check my soil line. Okay. So we're doing good. See, the plant is below grade. We want to plant below grade so that when it does rain, the water pools into the planting area. So you can lift that out because we'll put a little soil in the bottom that is fresh from the compost pile. So we'll take that spent soil and we're going to totally replace it with this soil which we just dug out of the compost pile. Alright, so now Chesley is going to put about 1 shovelful of soil into the bottom of the hole. So the bottom is amended. And notice that although I was digging the hole using really a vertical stroke with my shovel blade, at the end I made it more of a cone shape to catch that water. Now she's going to put that plant in there. And if any roots are sticking out the bottom, make sure they're pointing down, not coming back up the sides, because that will be a lot of energy for the plant to have to redirect. There you go. And now we're just going to fill this soil with the fresh compost, and then we'll water it in, and we'll probably need to add a little bit more soil at that point. Now, let me just mention that if you haven't watched the composting video, we always put soil in our compost. So we're basically amending a soil resource in the compost pile. A lot of people compost without putting soil in it, but I think this is kind of the magic of our compost because we're constantly adding soil organisms and it turns over so quickly. We can get rid of huge volumes of plant matter in one season and turn it right back into nutrients for the plants.